Hey, let's start the disrespecting. Ooh.
Yeah.
What about Nash is closer to your type? Short and disfigured. Bro, the colors can't be around if I'm not bored.
I would say I just bring the swag.
Yeah.
I got hitters and Josie, I dial them up. Go to toe with 10 niggas, just line them up. VIP while I walk in a heart.
Hey man, and just like that, we're back in the building, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy Loke, back with another interview for y'all one time, you know what I'm saying? And today I got a very special guest, you know what I'm saying? We got Mars, baby, in the building.
Yes,
Make
sir.
some noise. Yeah.
Thank you.
How you feeling, my G?
I'm good, yeah. The Red Bull helped.
Ish, you know, just hey, Red Bull. Hey,
Shout out Red Bull.
Y'all helping, you know what I'm saying? So how you feeling today? How's your day been going?
Yeah, it's been calm. Just woke up, played some music, got ready for this, drove out like 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Just happy to be here.
for sure. You say woke up, played some music. Is that the routine?
Yeah, generally.
Yeah.
Just to kind of see what's going on around me. Yeah.
So do you match the music with the mood of the day, or is it like a standard playlist that you always go to?
You know, when I wake up, I have a weird thing. Like, I listen to like hard rock music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the mood of the day. I'm like, this is the mood of
This
the day.
is
right
what
now. Yeah.
you're gonna make the mood for the day. I feel you. Okay.
Because I'm a guitarist, so it's like that sort of like I like hearing heavy stuff, like heavy guitars as I start my day.
Yeah.
Because then everything else is very calm, no
Yeah.
matter what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel you.
Yeah.
So you say you're a guitarist?
Yes, sir.
When did you get into that?
When I was 7, my mom put me in guitar lessons. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. I wasn't doing much as a kid. So my parents moved to the States when I was like 6.
Okay.
And I kind of went through like a low period, like a depressed period, because I didn't really want to go to the States and I didn't really like fit in there, like the first couple months that I was there.
Yeah.
So I was just like, yo, I just want to watch TV and chill and stuff. And
Yeah.
my mom was like, you're not doing that.
Like hell nah. Yeah.
She's like, why don't you do this or do this or this? And I was like, nah, I don't want to do that shit. And then one day we were like chilling in the car, and there was like a rock song that came on. It was like a Green Day song.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, why don't we do that? And then next week I was in guitar lessons. So shout out, mom.
Yeah, shout out mom for real. Okay,
Yeah.
that's dope. So wait, you're saying you didn't want that change, you know, going to the States? You didn't. That's crazy. That's you're probably the first person I've heard to say that.
I mean, I was a kid. I didn't really
Ish.
understand like the whole vibe. Because I grew up in Cape Town. I was born in Cape Town. I had a good thing going in Cape Town.
Yeah.
All my friends were there. And I kind of thought that like everything was going to be different. But like the way a kid does, like I thought everyone was going to speak a different language.
Oh, I feel you.
And
yeah.
I thought like the sky was going to be a different color. Like
you're going to stand out type of thing.
Yeah. And I mean, I did. But like it was fine in the long run. Yeah.
So now if you had that same opportunity now, do you think you feel different?
About going there?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd be like, this is going to be a vibe. Because it did end up being a vibe. Like, I'm very happy that I spent some time there growing up. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Made a lot of friends, like, got exposed to a lot of things that I don't think I would have otherwise. But I'm also very happy that I came back. Because this is, like, where I'm from.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And now, were you able to tell, like, the different dynamics of, you know, being that side as compared to the side with, like, music, culture, you know, shit like that?
Yeah, there was a lot of differences, bro. I mean, like, I always say, like, people are fundamentally the same everywhere. So wherever you're at, you can, like, have a good time.
Yeah.
If you find the right people. You know what I mean? But when I came back, so I went to, like, I guess what you would call, like, a liberal school there. Like, it was very, like, open-minded, good vibes, co-ed, no uniforms, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I did like a 180 when I came back to South Africa. My parents put me in like a boys' school, uniforms,
uniform,
very, like,
tie, up, all of that. Yeah.
And it's a boys' school in Cape Town, which is also like very traditional, very sort of weird vibes sometimes. So I didn't have a good time for a while, but I found my people after a while, and like I always did music wherever I was, so the people that were like attracted to music were the people that I gravitated towards. You know what I mean? So I had fun with that. I had fun at school here, but it wasn't ideal.
I feel you.
It wasn't ideal.
So now from that era of you and your mom saying, okay, you know, let me put you in guitar lessons, Was there a prior like passion for the music, or it really started there?
I don't know, hey. I don't think there was, to be honest. Like, a lot of people have that story of like, oh, ever since he was a baby.
He was rapping since 7 years
old.
old.
Yeah, rapping out the womb and shit.
Out the womb, bro.
I wasn't. Like, and music isn't really like a big thing in my family. Like, my parents listened to music.
Yeah.
They listened to a lot of music, but they weren't musical. And I think the reason that it became such a big part of my life was because it was the thing that whenever life changed, like I moved around a lot as a kid and like went through a lot of different experiences.
Yeah.
That thing was always kind of the same. You know what I'm saying? Like music is, you know, they say it's a universal language or whatever.
Yeah. So
even if I'm in another country or if I'm in another area or some shit has changed in my life, like music is the same. I think that's where it came from. And it's a way to express myself. Like I feel like I express myself way better in song format than like as a person. Like I can't tell people what I'm feeling and shit. Yeah. But I'll say the most emotional shit on a song.
On the song, I feel
and I'll just be like, just listen to that. Yeah, for sure.
So now with that dynamic, you know, I know a couple of artists who, you know, share that same sentiment. It's like, on the music, I can really express everything, you know.
For sure.
But like, if you were to ask me, like, yo, what's wrong? I'm be like, nah, you know, nothing.
I'm cool.
I'm cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for you, what would you say it is? Is it just like easier, or is it comfortable, or what?
It's like a combination of things. Like it's very difficult to like lie in music. You know what I mean? Because if you make music that doesn't feel like honest or true, it doesn't really land. You know, if you're trying to be something you're not, it's gonna be apparent in the music. Yeah. If you're talking about some shit that's not actually going on, like you're gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying?
You won't back it. Yeah, it won't have that thing. Like, you know.
Yeah.
This guy's speaking his truth.
Yeah. So like as a person, I'm very much like monotone. I'm sharp. I'm stoic. You know what I mean? Like whatever's going on, like you can count on me to be consistent. You know what I'm saying? But like obviously I have feelings also and all of that shit. That's why like my music is very emotional, and that's where like I get to put it out without it affecting like my day-to-day life. Okay. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because day-to-day I'm like I still gotta get things done. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, for sure.
with you saying like you're, you know, very monotone, I just picture you like, if anything bad happens, like your car gets like totaled, you just be like, damn, you know, and just keep it personal, like, damn.
I really am. Most of the time, like maybe like 10% of the time, I'll like have like a genuinely like wild response to something. Yeah. But that's probably because of some other factor or some shit like that. Like I'm just known for being very like calm. Yeah. People think I'm high all the time, but
I feel you.
I'm not.
It's just you. You're just doing you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Nonchalant and, you know, just like.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like it's got to be something important for me to really like get up out of my seat and like care about it like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel you. Now, to take it back to, you know, like the whole start of the music journey. So now the genre of music, you know, that you decided to venture into. Yeah. Would you say that was also inspired by, you know, you said you heard a Green Day song, right?
Yeah.
And then you went into guitar lessons. So did it like move from there, or did you have to like do research and find like what you want to go into?
I think it moved quite naturally. Like I've been exposed to a lot of different types of music. Yeah. Both my parents listen to different types of music. Like my mom listened to a lot of like R&B and like pop music and a little bit of hip hop. And my dad was like a little older. Yeah. So he listened to like a lot of like classic singer-songwriter stuff, or like old ass bands from the 70s. Yeah. And then in school, like I did music as well. Like in the States, I was in like a choir. I was in like plays and stuff. Yeah. And then my guitar teacher was like a blues guy, so he taught me a lot of blues stuff. He taught me a lot of different like rock stuff, but like older stuff. So when I was in the States, I kind of more gravitated towards like the indie rock scene. I was in some like underground dumb bands and stuff. And then I came back to Cape Town and I was sort of exposed to jazz there. Okay. So Cape Town has like a long history of jazz music. Yeah, and I took like subject music in school. Yeah. I took guitar as an instrument, so I actually started learning jazz guitar. You know Beatenberg? Yeah. So the guy, before Beatenberg blew up, the guy who played bass for Beatenberg was teaching me jazz guitar.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, shout out Beatenberg. So that was cool. And so I sort of incorporated that into my sound, and it became a bit like softer, and the way I expressed myself was like a bit more like loose and all of that. But I think like to this day, like all of those sides of me are still like valid parts of my music. You know what I mean? And then I just listen to everything. Like I love all kinds of music. Like I love Frank Ocean a lot. I love Kanye West. I love like John Mayer. So all of those kind of mesh together, I would say, is like that's my sound. Yeah.
So now those that you just named are those influences of your sound?
Yeah, those are like my biggest influences. I don't know if Kanye is like an influence on my sound, but like I'm also a producer, and I kind of started before I was an artist. I was a producer.
Yeah.
And he was like my GOAT as a producer, as many producers.
Yeah. I would have, you know, thought from like, if I listened to your music from like 2021, you know what I'm saying? I would have added maybe like Jalen Smith, Sire type of sound in there, you know what I'm saying? Is that
I've gotten that before, but you know, like, I don't listen to Jaden Smith.
That's crazy. Okay.
I mean, I know this. I know that Batman song.
Yeah, I know the Batman song.
I know the Batman song. I know Icon.
Yeah.
Like I know like the big songs.
The big songs.
Yeah.
I feel you.
And I fuck with them. I just never really like dove deep
went into
Jaden. Yeah. But I don't think I make music that sounds like the people I listen to a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I think it's just because it's a unique combination of different things. It always just comes out however it comes out.
For sure.
Yeah.
And now if, let's say, alternate universe, you know, instead of the guitar, you wanted to pick up the mic, right?
Yeah.
If you were a rapper, what do you think your artist name would have been?
A rapper, yo.
Yeah.
If I was a rapper, my name would probably be something to do with like, it would be like Cash, you know, Cash CPT.
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm from CPT.
You go for CPT.
And I always like when people from Cape Town rep Cape Town.
Yeah, especially in the name, you know.
Yeah. I'd be like Mars CPT.
Mars CPT featuring Cash CPT.
Yes.
Featuring Youngster CPT. I feel you.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Cape Town, so probably something like that. Yeah.
Now, you know, before we actually like, you know, just dissect the music a bit more, like in terms of your childhood and like, you know, just you being a kid and like how was that in Cape Town, like the whole Cape Town upbringing?
Yeah, so I was there like from, like I was born in Cape Town, I was born in Woodstock, and I stayed there till I was 6. I don't remember much about that because, you know, I was so young.
Yeah.
But what I do remember was like chilled vibes. And then I went to the States and I came back when I was 16.
Yeah.
That was kind of like a difficult time in my life just because I was like adjusting, relearning like my own culture and like, the things around me. Yeah. I had a lot of fun. I partied a lot. Like, I got in a lot of shit when I was in high school in Cape Town. Yeah, you should drink a lot, like bunk and stuff. I was one of those, there's always like those music kids that you don't even know go to your school because they're always like bunking in the music section.
Feel you, yeah.
I was one of those. Like, some of the teachers didn't know who I was and stuff.
That's crazy.
I also came like halfway through, so it was like, I kind of got away with it because people didn't really know my face that well. Because
you went there from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
So I like bunked everything. I got in a lot of shit for that. But yeah, it was cool, man. It was like rediscovering a part of myself that I'd only ever like heard about from my parents when I was in America. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like really getting to experience that. So it was dope. And I made a lot of friends that I'm still friends with, you know?
Yeah. That's dope. Okay. Yeah. So now outside we're talking about, you know, like taking studies further. So, you know, we're talking about school. Yeah. And you had told me that you actually went to study, you know, a film.
Yes, sir.
A film course or degree or whatever. Yeah. So where did that come in? Like.
Yeah. So like I finished high school. I didn't really know what I wanted like to do, and everyone else was going to university. So I was like, I should probably like apply.
I should probably do it too. Yeah. Like
my mom is actually like a lecturer at UCT.
Okay.
So she was like teaching English and stuff. She moved to Joburg that year because she got like a position at Wits. Yeah. And then she was like, you can move with me to Joburg and you can go to Wits. Yeah. Or you can stay in Cape Town. Because I got into like UCT and Stelius and UWC. Okay. And I was like, whatever allows me to like just do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah, I'll go with that one.
Yeah. So I went to Res at UCT and I studied English and film. Yeah. For longer than I was supposed to. Like,
yeah,
I didn't finish in time. And I didn't finish, actually. I dropped out. Around the time that I like signed with Stalo, I just decided like this is not for me. And I kind of just doubled down on music. But I really enjoy film. Like film is probably like a bigger passion to me personally than music.
Okay.
Not because like I enjoy it more or anything, but because like I can watch a movie and not like compare myself to that.
I feel that.
I can't listen to music anymore without thinking like, how did he do that?
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah.
and I can't turn it off.
Yeah.
No matter how hard I try. Like, it's
Yeah.
very hard for me to have like just a pleasurable experience listening to music, without like analyzing it and stuff.
I feel you.
So when I watch a movie, that's like, I can be a fan of movies. You know what I mean? Like, I can
remove
just,
yourself completely from it even.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. So I'm grateful for the way everything turned out. Yeah. And I feel like studying film helped me a bit, like, to like make like movie like music. You know
for sure, yeah.
Yeah, for
like
sure.
Bringing the whole cinematic aspects into, you know, the craft and all that.
Yeah, because I always like think of things in like scenes and stuff, you know, like what am I trying to get people to feel and stuff like that. And people often tell me like, your music should be in movies and stuff like that.
Yeah. I see that, you know what I'm saying? I think the term for that would be scoring, you know, when they score a film.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I see your music being part of a lot of very deep, serious, meaningful scenes and shit like that. You
Absolutely,
feel me?
yeah. It is something I want to get into, but I'm kind of saving it for later. I'm just like kind of focusing mainly on music now, and I'm worried that it will make me not enjoy movies also. Oh,
if you once you like dive into that now, it's like compare yourself now with that.
Yeah,
it's like,
I think I'm gonna try it out soon.
Yeah.
But like, take it very slow, see how it goes, see how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what would you say for you would be like top three movies?
Top 3 movies?
Yeah.
Damn, putting me on the spot. I watch a lot of movies.
Yeah.
My favorite movie is Donnie Darko. It's about this like crazy kid, and he sees like a bunny, and the bunny tells him the world is gonna end. But it's about a lot of other stuff.
Yeah. That's just a summary, you know.
That's what happens. Yeah. I actually watched it like 2 days ago.
Oh shit!
It's
okay.
like fresh in my mind.
Yeah.
My second choice, I have to put like a fucking Martin Scorsese movie in there, or else I'm not like a proper film bro. I would say The Departed. I really like The Departed.
That is a fine one, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fucking good movie. And then my third one, I would probably say Moonlight.
Ooh, okay.
Have you seen Moonlight?
I don't think I finished it, bro. I didn't finish Moonlight. I think I passed out. Moonlight's done with the cover with the 3 different shades.
It's like 3 different like areas of his life. It's super deep, bro.
It is deep, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It makes me really sad whenever I watch it. I like that type of shit though.
I don't think I passed out because it was boring or anything, you know. I think maybe I was just tired or something. But I remember like not finishing it, But it was like really dope from the way it was shot, even. Yeah, it was just like.
I like shit that makes me feel something, you know. Because even like if I can't necessarily relate to the things that are happening in the story, it's like the point of art is to get you to feel something for a situation that you might not have experienced. You know? It's like empathy and shit. Yeah.
And now on that note, what emotions do you think your music, you know, evokes? Is it invokes or
something like
that, bro?
I would say like it's very reflective music a lot of the time. Like I have different types of songs. Like I have my songs that are like upbeat and vibes and stuff, but it's always like based in storytelling and like emotions I'm feeling about people in my life and stuff like that, or the things I've gone through. So I think like a lot of people love my song Salem's Mantra, which is like super like, it's not like a literal vibe. It's like a lot of people listen to it and they like take their own interpretation of it. So I think a lot of people listen to my music and it reminds them of something in their life. Maybe like an ex, because I make a lot of breakup songs. So like definitely ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend music. But this new era that I'm heading into is kind of more like eclectic, about a bunch of different vibes and more upbeat stuff, but still with that like emotional base underneath, because I do feel the need to like tell a story.
And now speaking on that, you know, so let's talk about the project Salem, right? This was 2021.
Yes, sir.
So you had already joined Stay Low from that point?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I made Salem before I joined Stay Low though.
Okay.
And then I sent it to them and then they signed me.
Yeah.
And then we like worked on it a bit more when I got to Joburg.
Yeah.
Fleshed it out and stuff. And then we dropped it. Yeah.
Before we talk more about the project, how did that link with Stay Low happen?
It happened via Lord Cares. So Lord Cares was staying in Cape Town. And I'm from Cape Town. I was staying in Cape Town. I was at a point where I really had nothing going on in my life. Yeah. I was on like a leave of absence from my studies. I was kind of at a low point and I was like rebuilding myself and getting into production and stuff.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine was friends with Kez. And she hit me up and she's like, yo, we're going to Trench Town. Trench Town is like this place in Arbs in Cape Town.
Sounds like the trenches, my boy.
It is.
Yeah, Trench Town.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But it's like a stoner spot. So it's like where a lot of people like smoke and eat pizza and shit.
Alright.
It's a nice vibe.
That's so specific, smoke, eat pizza, you know,
that's
like everyone eats pizza there.
Nah,
So.
because they make pizza, bro. They
Oh,
make
for
a lot
sure.
of pizza. Like in high school, we would go there and they would have like a deal where you could get like bottomless drinks and pizza for like 100 rand.
Oh,
so
damn.
everyone would just get like fucking
That was the
full
thing.
and
Yeah.
shit-faced.
Yeah.
That was the vibe.
I feel you. I feel you.
So I went there. She was like, yeah, we're going to Trench Town. I want you to meet Kez. Because she had just dropped Revenge Season, which was like her first EP. And so we linked up and she was just so nice, bro. She's like, to this day, she's the nicest person. But she really made me feel like very welcome in the space. And like her and her friends, who later became like my friends as well, we all kind of just went to make music that night. And we started making like weird beats and like experimenting and stuff. And we did that for a while. Nothing like really came out or came of it, but it was like it was a good time for me because it kind of encouraged me to like get back in my music making bag. And that's when I sort of started making my own music again as well.
Yeah.
But so she reached out to her management in Joburg because she saw how I sort of worked as a producer and she wanted me to produce for her.
Yeah.
So they flew me out to Joburg. That time she had already moved back and I just made some beats for her. DJ'd for her at Cotton Fest. That was like my first ever time DJing.
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
And I lied to them. I said I could DJ and I couldn't.
No, at some point you gotta lie to some people at some point about something you can do. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta dress for the job you want. Not
Yeah.
the job you have. So I was like, yeah, I can fucking
I
DJ.
can DJ, bro.
At Cotton Fest, fine. And then I got there and they immediately realized I couldn't DJ.
They're like, nah, this nigga cannot DJ.
Yeah.
bro.
So Vaughn was like standing next to me the whole time, just like do this.
Yeah.
Even at the show.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but so we produced a bunch of tracks, and those would end up to be like on Shakado, which was like her first like debut EP. And around that time was when I was showing them my music, and they took an interest in me as well as an artist, so they signed me. Yeah.
And now, since that point, like, what elements of your life do you think have really like improved or changed even?
Well, up until that point, I was living in my mom's house, so like I have my own place now.
Ish, okay.
That's a big one for me.
Up.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah.
That's a really big one for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have access to a team of people who know me and who I consider friends.
Yeah.
So, you know, we work closely together on my music and the other music that I produce on, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
It's just really important to have a team.
Definitely.
Because you can't do everything one man in this industry.
Yeah.
Like, you'll just implode.
It'll be, it's a lot to deal with, bro.
Yeah.
Many different aspects of it, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a dope team with like a lot of experience working with good artists, with big artists, and with resources and connections.
Definitely.
So obviously, like, I'm playing more shows. I also like, I came from a position where I was like doing nothing to like doing a lot very fast when I came to Joburg and joined Stalo. So I had to learn very quick, and I think that experience helped me a lot because I was just like, if I don't learn how to do all the shit that I want to do in a fast amount of time, I'm gonna like sink in this setting. You know what I'm saying? And I like working under pressure. Like, that's my vibe. If I have a goal that I'm working towards and something needs to get done or something needs to change,
you thrive.
I thrive in that situation. So I think I learned a lot in like a very short amount of time. Yeah.
That's dope.
Oh,
and now, what's interesting that you said was how Salem, you had started working on that before joining.
Yeah.
So once you did join, you said that you ended up like working on it some more, right? What would you say was added or removed from how it was when it was just you to now you having a team, you know, bunch of creatives, part of the process? So
like, one thing was like the mix was a lot better than it would have been because we had we had a mixing engineer. So I think I just leveled up in terms of like how professional my sound was,
which is already a big thing. Yeah, like people should understand that
it's very important.
It's very important for your music to sound quality. Yeah,
because you want people to listen to it, and people aren't going to listen to like a very well mixed song and then listen to another song that's poorly mixed and not notice it.
It's like, let's skip this.
Yeah, even if they don't understand mixing, they're gonna feel it.
Yeah, that's true.
And they won't even know why they skip your song.
Exactly.
But they will. The other thing was like I had like Vaughn and Fred around. So those guys are the label heads at Salem.
Yeah.
They just sort of like guided me in terms of like the visuals, putting together the album, choosing the singles, some of the writing process. And there was actually another song that was on Salem that we ended up cutting.
Yeah.
For the purposes of like cohesiveness and like just hitting it like properly. I don't know how else to explain it, but it wasn't a bad song, but it was just like, it's not the one.
I feel that, you know, especially as someone who's not really, I don't really do the music thing, right? It's always interesting for me to hear artists speak about, like, compiling a body of work and making sure it makes sense, or you know, the flow.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, that one song was kind of like interrupting that flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To an extent. We just couldn't get it to work. So Vaughn is really good at making those types of decisions where it's like, if something is not working, we pivot or we go in a different direction or we just cut it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He thinks like if something has the potential to work, that we should try our best to make it work.
For sure.
And if it doesn't end up working at that point, then I think he's quite like good at detaching, which artists aren't good at. I
was about to say, it's like, because what if you really, really love and are passionate about that song?
Yeah, exactly.
But now you're told that, it's not really working.
Yeah, and I feel that way about like all my songs, because they all mean something to me. They're all like my babies and stuff. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's something that you share with people and that people need to like engage with and connect with. And Vaughn is good at picking out the songs that he feels will connect with people. Yeah. And the other songs that even if they're good, like if we're going for a cohesive vision, maybe we don't do it with this body of work. Yeah. No, definitely. That's actually dope. That's interesting, you know, because obviously I feel like the people do understand the transition from going to doing everything alone to now having a team of creatives who specialize in many different things. And it can be uncomfortable also, like there's adjusting, like growing pains. Yeah. Because like I'm a very self-sufficient person. I don't like asking for help and stuff like that. So at first I was like a little uncomfortable by it. Yeah. Not because it was like bad or like the wrong thing, but just because I was like such a solitary person. And I still am a very solitary person. Like I feel like I'm part of Stalo and part of the family and all of that, but I still spend like a lot of time alone. Like I need that to recharge and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, since then I've sort of come to like really appreciate that sort of collaborative energy with my work, because I do a lot of my work alone. Yeah. But then when it comes to like the finer details or presenting it or the rollout and all of that stuff, like I'm very grateful to have people to like bounce ideas off of and to help me with my shit. You know? Yeah. Dope. So now more, you know, about the project, the one song Angel, right? Yeah. I believe that's where I kind of got the whole, you know, when I told you about the Jaden Smith thing. Oh yeah. When I felt like it was, because he has a project called Sire, right? And to me, it felt like you could really fit Angel into that project. Into and it would really make sense, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel you. So I want to know for you, what would you say is your favorite song on there? On Salem? Yeah. Yo, I don't listen to Salem. Hey, like, you don't go back like, oh damn. I don't listen to my own music. Oh damn. Like okay. I get very like, I should have done this. But if I'm going off of the songs on Salem, so yeah, I think my favorite song on Salem is Part 2, which is like probably the slowest, like softest one. And it's very like, it's just emotional for me. It like bookmarks a time in my life and a person in my life and all of that. Yeah. I would say it's Part 2 or Salem's Mantra. That is a really nice one, no lie. Yeah. Between those two, depending on the day. It depends, you know. Okay. Yeah. I feel you. I feel you. You know, we'll talk more about the music when we come back from this ad break. And I'm saying Mars Baby in the building. We'll be right back.
Supersonic.
I got the whole trap jump, we got the east side pump. Cody got the whole game slump, so that boy that said I got the bump. East side bully, young Benny man, where I live like a president.
And just like that, we're back from that ad break, you know what I'm saying? We're still chilling with Mars, baby, you know what I'm saying? Still chopping it up about the music.
Still chopping it up.
So, okay, yeah, so we touched on Salem, right?
Yep.
One thing that I really found interesting was the collaboration with Zucci, right?
Oh, yeah.
Which is on Anxiety. I believe the song is called Plus, right?
Yes, sir.
So run me through that. How did that link happen? And how did the song come about?
Yeah, Zucci.
Busy guy, your phone was ringing and shit.
No,
I'm joking. Yeah.
My bad. So yeah, Zucci was one of the original members of Stalo.
Mm-hmm.
He came around the time that I did.
Yeah.
And we had spoken before, before he signed to Stalo, because I think Vaughn had shared one of my things.
Yeah.
And he had seen it because he was like in touch with Vaughn and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like we fucked with each other a lot, like in the beginning.
Yeah.
I think because we're both very like introverted people, we're both kind of nerds. I mean, not to say that Zucci's a nerd, but
yeah, but I feel what you're saying. They're gonna trip
nerds.
that. Oh, Mars baby calls Zucci
Mars
a nerd.
baby calls Zucci Code Dope a nerd.
Damn, yeah.
But yeah, like music nerds.
Yeah.
First and foremost.
Yeah.
And we both loved arts and shit like that. So yeah, I always kind of like fucked with him, and I think he always kind of like fucked with me. Not to like speak for him.
Yeah.
But he had this one song, Plus, which was already done when I met him.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't have like my feature or the Lady Zamar feature.
Yeah.
And he was playing it at the rooftop one time for all of us. And I just like I listened to the whole album before it was like out or whatever was done at that point. And then I just kind of got stuck on that song. And I went to Vaughn and I was like, Vaughn, I'd really love to be on that song if you can make that happen. And Vaughn really kind of spoke to Zucci, because obviously I was like a very new artist.
Yeah.
So it's like Zucci wasn't really going to get anything out of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Except for like a fucking 5 feature. But like...
I like that.
In terms of numbers.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Vaughn kind of like spoke to him and he was like, yeah, I think Mars can do this and da-da-da. They sent me the song and then I like laced my verse. I sent it back and he liked it. So he kept me on the album. And then they added Lady Zamar, which was also crazy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I never thought I'd be on a Lady Zamar.
That's crazy,
song.
you know, how all these pieces just came. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the time I worked with Zucci, I guess. Yeah.
Yo, Vaughn sounds like he really makes things happen. Yo, Vaughn, hit me up, man. I think I might need like that's
Vaughn
dope.
is the guy, bro.
Yeah.
Classics only.
That's dope. That's dope. And now I know that you're coming with your debut album, right?
Yes, sir.
Which is coming next year, right?
Yes, in Feb.
In Feb. We're only getting that next year. But you did release, I believe, 2 singles off of that.
I dropped like a couple days ago.
Yeah. So I want you to run me through. Let's start with the name first, right?
Okay.
Handsome Luke and the Heartbreakers.
Yeah.
Right. And on the cover art, you know, in quotation says, in quotes or whatever that shit's called, least likely to succeed, right?
Yes, sir.
So I want you to just run me through the concept behind the name and that little note on the cover.
Yeah, so Handsome Luke is basically a part of me. It's like an extension of me. He's the part of me that's kind of like a rock star and also kind of like a fuck up.
Yeah.
And I think we all have that part of ourselves. And yeah, he's kind of the part of me that developed when I was like learning guitar and like being in bands and becoming a musician, and throughout my life like being a musician, the way that I live, sort of from situation to situation, one foot in front of the other.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I just didn't think I'd make it to this point, so the least likely to succeed is kind of like a note to like my past self, you know, like we did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though a lot of people didn't expect us to do it or advised us against it.
Yeah.
We still did it. We made an album.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful album. And whatever else happens after that, you know, I'm still handsome. Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying Handsome Luke is the extension of yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
And Heartbreakers?
So the Heartbreakers are like the people, you know, the people that he encounters.
Okay.
The people that he has relationships with, or the people that he engages with, and all of that stuff. Not to say that like I'm brokenhearted, but like I think it just sounded cool. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
It's like a band, like
It's
Handsome
just-
Luke and the Heartbreakers.
And the Heartbreakers, yeah.
But it's also like the Heartbreakers are like the shorties that I meet, or the Heartbreakers are like the dudes that I'm around who are acting in this way, like in the entertainment industry, or the Heartbreakers are like the stories that I'm telling. It could be anything really, and it is anything. It's whatever
the listener can attach to that.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
But I like the way it sounded like an old school band.
Yeah.
Like from the 70s or something.
I feel you.
Yeah.
You know, it actually reminded me of the Kendrick Morale
Mr.
and
Morale,
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers type of thing. You know, it's
I
like
actually bet that, didn't I? I have not thought of that. I had not thought of that, dog.
As long as they know you were just as shocked as I am right now, you're good. You know, you're good.
I didn't bite Kendrick. I mean, like,
yeah.
Also, if you bite Kendrick, it's like, who cares? He's Kendrick.
It's Kendrick, bro.
He's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's fine.
So I like the title, the cover art, and I feel like you explaining the like where that all stemmed from kind of gives you an idea of what the project is about.
For sure. Yeah.
But I'd like you to just what can the people expect from the complete body of work running from the first track to the last one?
It's sort of like an emotional journey through like my life being a musician in the entertainment industry. Sort of going from place to place, feeling like having difficulty connecting with people, or like forming lasting relationships, or like missing my family, or like having problems with like substances and shit like that. It's probably my most personal body of work. That being said, it's not depressing. Like, it's a vibe. It's a big vibe, and it's inspired by a lot of like vibey alternative music.
For sure.
Mix of R&B and punk and indie and stuff. A lot of my influences are in there, and it's like my most upbeat body of work. Yeah. But it's also my most personal. And if you really listen, you'll like learn a lot about me. So it's a vibe.
I feel you.
Yeah.
And for the people who don't know, I believe the 2 songs that are out from the project is Forgiving You and Spotlight.
Yes,
right?
Sir. Yeah.
They can go get those right now.
Yeah, go stream that.
Yeah.
Go stream that shit. So Spotlight is like the sort of more of the punk side of everything, more of the indie side. Yeah. It's got like a crazy guitar solo. It's a hate song. So it's like, shout out to that person that I hate.
You can shout them out personally.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, but shout out to that person. You know
who you are.
You inspired some great music.
Yeah. Not even really a hate song, but more like a I was pissed off song. Yeah. Because I don't really actually like using the word hate. But and then Forgiving You is like the opposite of that. Exactly. It's a forgiveness song. It's a song about like family, and like in spite of all of the shit that you go through in life, when you have people that love you, forgiving them is like easy. Yeah. That's the hook of the song. Forgiving You is easy. Yeah. Yeah. And it's a bit more on the like jiggy R&B side of things, fusion vibes.
I feel you.
Yeah.
And now, how many visuals can we expect to come out of the project?
A lot. Yeah. So I already dropped a music video for Spotlight. Yeah. And we're working on the visuals for Forgiving You right now. There's gonna be maybe 1 or 2 more singles. I don't want to give away the whole thing. Yeah. You can expect a few more visuals. Yeah. And I'm also dropping like sort of like short form content rollout vibes like on my social media and stuff. Yeah. That's what's so it all ties into each other. Yeah. Yeah.
And now how involved are you in terms of the creative process of the music videos?
I'm very involved. One thing I like about Stalo is that like we like having conversations, like we like fleshing out ideas together. Yeah. And Vaughn and Fred like involving me in the process.
Definitely.
Because they know that like I have an idea of what I want things to turn out like I have an abstract feeling that I want to come across in my music. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So obviously, Fred from yesterday is the guy who has directed the majority of my music videos. He's also one of the label heads at Stalo. Yeah. He sort of comes up with the concepts, and then he brings them to myself and Vaughn, and we all kind of chat about it. Okay. But it's largely like his vision in terms of like the whole music video. Yeah. And then I'll just give input on certain things like, I think I look like shit in this shot. Can you please change it?
I feel you.
Can you please auto-tune my face so I look better?
Auto-tune my face.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I just give like smaller things that I'm like, I want this to come through in like my performance as an artist inside of the vision that Fred sort of brings.
Yeah. I feel that.
For sure.
That's what's up, man. I'm pretty sure that people are excited for the project, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And you're saying a couple more singles will drop?
Yeah.
Definitely.
A single will drop.
Okay. Well, you're not going to tell us which, though.
Yeah, but I already dropped 2, so
yeah, for
listen
now.
to those right
for
now.
listen to those, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And since that's coming next year, right, I just want to think, just look more into the future. After that, what do you see yourself venturing into? What can people expect? Are you gonna like take a hiatus and let them digest that, or are you doing other things? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm definitely not hitting studio for like another year.
Okay, Frank Ocean.
Nah,
okay.
I'm not fucking hitting studio, bro. Because like from Jan, I've been in studio.
Yeah.
And I'm very involved in the studio process. That's the one thing that I'm involved in every single step.
Yeah.
I'm self-produced.
Okay.
Very few producers work with me. Shout out Shooter Coombs. He's like the one producer that works with me.
Yeah.
Co-mixed the project, co-mastered the project, all of that stuff. Because I'm just like very particular. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't want to fucking go to studio for a while.
Yeah.
I haven't been. I've just been outside.
Yeah.
But you know, once the album is out and once a few more of the singles are out, I'm like looking forward to doing some shows.
Definitely.
Popping up, maybe doing some features and stuff. Like I'll go to studio for that. I'm just not all of that hectic shit.
Yeah.
I'll just come and do my stuff. Yeah, I think I do have like a couple features coming out, so look out for that.
We can't get a hint, you know, a little song, a little gem.
It's a very popular R&B artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I'm featured on.
Yeah.
Someone who I have worked with before, so.
I can guess it right now.
You can guess it right now?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Shikana.
I won't say yes or no.
Okay.
I won't say yes or no.
We'll leave that in the air. You know what I'm saying? We'll leave that in the air.
But everybody DM Shikana right now.
That's crazy.
Tell her to drop it.
Right now.
Yeah.
All right, for sure. Okay.
What else? Yeah, I'm gonna be maybe doing some production work, stuff like that. So look out for some of the beats that I've produced for the roster there at Stay Low. Yeah, and I'm probably gonna be making like a fuck ton of TikToks because you know the promo game is real.
Promoting everything.
Every day I wake up and I'm like, how do I make 3 TikToks today?
I feel you. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm having fun doing that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nah, for sure, man. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to that, you know. I feel like if you do look for something else to venture into, you should try stand-up comedy, you know.
Why?
I feel like you have there's this element, the nonchalant thing, but like with the jokes in between, but you keep a straight face. That's the thing, you know.
Yeah.
You could really try that
scary.
out. And if you blow up, hey, I'm gonna need my commission though.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Can manage me.
For sure, definitely.
That's weird though, because I actually like when I was a kid, I really wanted to be a stand-up comic.
Oh, you see?
I was a big fan of stand-up.
Yeah.
I'm still a big fan of stand-up. That's probably why. Like I watch stand-up to fall asleep. You know how some people like listen to like
Is that why stand up to fall asleep?
I do, bro. Like some people listen to like the true crime shit.
Yeah.
Some people
which is scary.
Like,
fear those people.
Yeah, I fear those people for real, bro. Because they have like dark thoughts in their subconscious.
That's crazy. Like
Yeah. I listen to stand up because I just like the sound of people. Like I put it real soft and I like the sound of like people laughing.
Just laughing in the background.
So maybe there's just like a lot of stand up in my subconscious.
I feel you. And things I can't tell if you're being serious or if you're joking. That's the thing. Like
no, I'm being serious. But that's the issue with me. A lot of people think I'm like making fun of them or like talking shit when I'm like I'm trying to be serious.
Yes, be serious. I feel you.
That's probably why it would be good.
Yeah,
for sure.
It has that little aspect of it, you know what I'm saying? But that's what's up, bro. You know, looking forward, like I said, looking forward for the album to drop.
Thank you, bro.
Looking forward to seeing more visuals, you know, and to hear the collaborations that are coming. So yeah, man. I don't know if you have any last words for the people watching.
Stream Spotlight, stream Forgiving You. Love Handsome Luke.
Yeah. And the Heartbreak. Don't forget the Heartbreakers.
You guys are the Heartbreakers.
Yeah. And y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Don't break my heart.
Yes, sir. This has been Mars Baby, you know what I'm saying? Make sure, like he said everything, man. Make sure to check out the music. And the project is coming next year, February. Exactly when?
February 7th.
February 7th, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to you, bro. This was really fire, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Yes, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Nah, definitely, bro. It's your boy Loke, and we are signing out. Yeah.